Alrighty, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream, my friends. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into it because we just got a confirmed tornado out here in western Illinois. We did get a tornado warning here just a little bit ago, probably about 10 minutes or so ago. I was scrambling to get everything ready to go live for you all. And apparently, this thing is observed now. Let's see here. Damaging tornado and quarter hail. Let's see. Weather spotters confirmed the tornado. Okay, so there's actually a confirmed tornado warning in effect. They just added an extension warning as well. So this is just to the southwest of Peoria. And this includes, let's see here, Bardolph. This includes Bushnell, Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba. You guys are under the tornado warning. You guys need to be in your shelter here because, once again, this is a confirmed tornado that has been detected out there in western Illinois there. So that is what we are seeing out there. We do got ourselves quite a bit of activity popping off right now. Thankfully, a lot of it's sub-significant, meaning that they're kind of lower-end severe storms for the most part. With the exception of a couple of them, like one out there by Iowa, which is this guy over here. So we do got ourselves a bit of, still some pretty strong storms going on right now. With obviously, like I said, we have that one report that just came through here of that confirmed tornado there. Actually, here we go. It says train spotter reported a tornado on the ground. This is in McDonald, Illinois. I'm not too sure if that's how you pronounce that correctly. But yeah, we do have ourselves confirmed tornado out there. You can actually see here in previous scans, we have a little bit of rotation that was located just to the north of Bardolph or west of Bushnell. So once again, y'all, make sure you all are in your shelters. Obviously, if you have a basement storm cellar, that is your first option. That is where you want to go. And if you do not, then go to the central interior portion of your home and put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible, okay? So just keep that in mind. Once again, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground, y'all, in western Illinois. So just want to go ahead and bring that up for you guys. Let's see. We're going to actually open up another radar here. I'm going to go ahead and bring up another one. And we're going to open this one up in Kansas because we have a bit of severe weather out there as well. So let's go ahead and pull data over here in Kansas real quickly. Yeah, we're going to take a look and see what's going on out there. Things have actually really started exploding here in the last little bit. I'm pretty sure this was the first tornado warning we had of the day as well, and it's already dropped. So we're getting a lot of hail reports out there in northeastern, kind of north-central Kansas. We've had a handful of quite strong wind reports in western Kansas out there. We do got a severe warning for Lincoln and Westfall. Also, Carnarvon, I think it is. Where golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a bit of a concern. So just a bit of a heads up for y'all out there. But once again, yeah, we got tornado warning here in western Illinois, y'all. If you're just joining in here, this is for Fulton and McDonald County. This will remain in effect here for probably about 25 minutes on that extension warning for Cuba, Smithfield, and Marietta, which this will expire at 7:30 Central or 8:30 Eastern. So yeah, 25 minutes to go. What's up, Deborah? Hope you're doing good. By the way, also, big thank you goes to Mark and Crystal for the super chats before we started the stream. Thank you so much, Mark and Crystal. You guys are awesome. Appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. I just want to go ahead and give you all a big thank you for your support and for helping keeping us afloat. So thank you guys. You all are awesome. So yeah, so once again, we are seeing that rotation. It looks like it's right there near Bushnell and Bardolph right now. This is heading right towards Marietta here in western Illinois. So if y'all are out in this region here, make sure that you guys are in your safe spot. And like I said, if you have a basement storm cellar, that's your first option. That's where you want to go. If you do not, then go to the central interior portion of your home on the lowest floor possible. That is where you want to be. Let's see here. Also, yeah, actually, Chicago dodged quite a bit of activity today. whenever it comes to the severe weather. We had ourselves a watch that was in effect. It definitely looks like Chicago really missed it. If we take a look over here at the past, you can see there was a little bit of storms that just developed to the south of Chicago, but it looks like most of Chicago was just outside of that severe weather. And honestly, your potential is gone away pretty much. We did have a watch in place. They did remove it for Chicago. And of course, we have all that convection that was really really is starting to blow up here in like northeastern, northern portions here of Missouri, heading into that western side here of Illinois, kind of right across our main enhanced risk region. And then, of course, we work our way over here towards Kansas, and actually out there by the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, where we are actually seeing ourselves, a bit of storm activity popping off here as well. So just wanted to go ahead and bring that up. Actually, I just got a pretty nasty storm myself out here in Florida, out there in Polk County. We just got a pretty strong storm. It's kind of died off, which is good. So there's no longer that going on right now. But yeah, so once again, widespread activity regarding severe weather and storms in general is currently in progress. So we're going to go ahead and hop away back over here to our main radar. So once again, everybody, for just joining here, we do have a confirmed tornado on the ground in western Illinois. This is out there towards Bardolph and Bushnell. This also includes Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba. We just got another report coming through. Let's see, tornado on the ground 3.7 miles southwest of Bushnell, Illinois. So that's right around where it's at. So it's right between Bardolph and Bushnell, which that lines up perfectly with radar there. Yeah, that's what we were looking at there, right in that region. That is where your tornado would have been, is right in that region. You can see that's right where the report was, too. So we are definitely seeing some pretty nasty tornadic activity going on. And this is actually heading right towards Marietta right now. So Marietta, Illinois, in your shelters immediately. Smithfield as well. Cuba, you guys need to be in your shelters here as well. Because, like I said, this is not a radar indicated threat. This is a radar. Sorry, not just a radar indicated, but it's also confirmed by spotters. So not only did radar see rotation, but we also have people on the ground reporting this tornado. So this thing is on the ground and currently active. So once again, Marietta and Smithfield, also Cuba, in your shelters now. Good Hope should be pretty good at this point, but yeah, still want you in your shelters regardless until that polygon is no longer there. That's a rule of mine I've always had, is as long as there's a polygon in place and your town is included in it, I don't care if that rotation is far to your east or south or whatever direction, if you're still in that polygon, you still need to be in your shelter. Okay, so that's the big thing. We got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings around the area as well. The good news is most of these are kind of lower end severe. They're not necessarily anything super crazy. With a few exceptions, like we have this one cell up in northeastern Missouri and southeastern Iowa. This one's capable of golf ball hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which we've already reported actually ping pong ball hail out of it near south of Mount Sterling, Iowa. It's actually in Missouri here, which I'm pretty sure that is a very rural area, considering a train spotter reported that. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it seems like it's a pretty rural area. We did get reports of 2.5-inch hail out there by, let's see here, Lewistown, sorry. Lewistown up in northeastern Missouri. We did report 2.5-inch hail, which is, that's tennis ball hail. That's definitely some pretty significant hail out there. So once again, everybody, like I was saying, got an active tornadic situation going on here, y'all, up here in western Illinois. We definitely do need to be watching this one here very closely. We had an active tornado on the ground. Radar coverage here is not the best, but it's enough to give us an idea of what's going on, especially with those previous scans. We had some pretty tight rotation. That rotation might be fading out a little bit, which is good news, but like I said, I still want you guys in your shelter, of course. So once again, Bardolph, Bushnell, Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba here in western Illinois. I want you guys in your shelters here, okay? So make sure you all are in your safe spot, as like I said, we do have ourselves some activity going on out there. Let's see. Johnny says we're getting the same thing. Chicago, East Ohio, West Pennsylvania, 0% chance of severe weather tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. You guys are pretty much done with that potential. Like I said, we did actually have ourselves some of those storms develop to the south of Chicago. A little bit ago, you can actually see them right here. They kind of developed to the south. You can see they formed right in this area here. So, yeah, like I said, Chicago, you guys kind of dodged a bit of severe weather today, so consider yourselves lucky. You know, yeah, that's no longer going to be an issue for you guys. Yeah, no, that's not going to be a problem for you guys anymore, considering that line of storms is already south of you, so that is good. Anyways, let's hop our way back over here to Kansas for a minute. So we got ourselves, I got reports of 1.75-inch hail reported out here. We got a warning in place out there for golf ball hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So actually, yeah, golf ball hail's been reported on that one storm out there in central Kansas near Westfall and let's see here, Carnero, I think. I have no idea how you say that one. You guys can see it on your screen there. Not too sure how to pronounce that one. But yeah, golf ball hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds with that in particular storm. We've had some reports ranging from lower 60s, lower 60s, going through the mid-60s and up into even the lower 70s. Mile-an-hour winds have been reported out there in Kansas. So we do have ourselves some pretty strong wind gusts being reported out here. But anyways, y'all, once again, right now the main problem is, like I said, a couple tornado warnings we have in place out there by Bushnell, Bardolph, let's see, out there towards Good Hope, Marietta, we have Smithfield and Cuba. You guys are under a tornado warning. Once again, make sure you guys are in your safe spots, because like I said, this has been confirmed. This was a confirmed tornado out there. That rotation is actually out there near Marietta, so make sure if you're in the Marietta region that you guys are in your safe spot here. Let's see here. Jason, dude, coming in with a $10 super chat, man. Thank you so much, Jason. That's awesome, dude. Saying anything in the near future for Hastings, Nebraska. Great weather channel. You have the two. Thanks again. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, man. That's very, very generous of you. Greatly appreciate it. So you said for Hastings. Is it Hastings or Hastings? I think it's Hastings. But let me take a look at that for you, my friend. Thank you, dude. Once again, I appreciate it. So Hastings, Nebraska. Okay, so you are not in the threat tonight. The activity is going to be to your south. You're actually in pretty clear skies right now. So there's not really an issue for you. Coming up for tomorrow, though. Yeah, tomorrow we have a marginal, so a level 1 severe weather threat. We'll keep an eye on tomorrow, as there could be some form of severe weather happening. But honestly, I don't see too much of a concern for you. Odds are pretty low. We got no tornado threat tomorrow. Just a potential there for just gusty winds. Potentially up to like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out of some storms possible. So tomorrow things should be pretty A-okay. And of course, the day after tomorrow, too, actually, we do have another marginal following the day after that, which obviously today is, let's say, Thursday. So given the fact that today's Thursday, you'll be at risk Friday and Saturday with low-end risks overall. But anyways, my friends, well, thank you so much, Jason. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. That is very, very sweet of you, and that definitely will go towards helping us out a lot. So thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so they did just cancel that tornado warning. We still have the extension warning in place, but the areas there for Bushnell and Bardolph, as well as Good Hope, you guys are no longer in that tornado warning, meaning you guys are now safe to come out of your safe spots. However, there is a severe thunderstorm warning in place in which you should still be indoors and away from windows, but you're safe to come out of your safe spot. However, like I said, we have a tornado warning still in effect for Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba. You guys are still in that tornado warning, okay? So make sure you guys are still in your safe spots, well away from windows. Once again, if you have a basement or a storm cellar, make sure that's where you're at. And if not, go to the central interior portion of your home and put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible, okay? So just make sure you guys are inside of your safe spot here across that region. As like I said, we have had confirmation in the past that this tornado has been observed. It has been observed. Weather spotters has found it there. Let's see here. What's up, Lily? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's go and take a minute. Oh, actually, you know what? We just got reports of 2-inch hail up there. And where's that? Southeast Iowa. Here, let's hop radars real quickly. Yeah, Southeast Iowa. We just got reports of... had to be a delayed report. Yeah, a delayed report there from the train spotter. This was at 0:12. This was 5 minutes ago. Yeah, it had to have been a delayed report. But we've had reports up to, was that lime size hail? So we definitely have had some pretty big hailstones out there in northeastern Missouri and southeast Iowa. All right, we're going to hop on back over here to that radar. But yeah, once again, everybody, we have one tornado warning in place. The good news, like I was saying, is most of these severe thunderstorm warnings are kind of lower-end severe thunderstorms. They're not necessarily anything catastrophic or anything, a big concern for the most part. We do have one warning up in Kansas, though, that is a bit of an issue. And, of course, that one tornado warning that is in place here as well. But once again, everybody, like I said, Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba, we got ourselves a tornado warning in place in western Illinois. They actually did bring this back down to radar-indicated rotation, so it's no longer confirmed as of now. But like I said, it's down to radar indicated, meaning that we have a bit of rotation, and that rotation out there is right in this region here, right between Marietta and Smithfield. So once again, I want you guys in your shelters, as the storm did produce a tornado not long ago. We've had reports of that tornado reported near Bardolph, and Bushnell. Right between Bushnell and Bardolph was a confirmed tornado there. Let's see here. Yeah, 2 reports coming in from that same person. That it must be a train spotter, but he's probably a storm chaser, because obviously he reported in 2 different directions, or 2 different locations there. Let's see. Never got a single drop of rain in Michigan. Well, I think, let's see here. I don't think you're done quite yet. Depends on where you're at in Michigan, though. Wait a minute. You know what? Yeah, most of it actually is done up in Michigan. Because you can see that main line. Once that main line of storms rolls through, that's pretty much where, your severe potential drops off quickly. If I turn on the reflectivity there, yeah, you can see a lot of the activity is already rolled out of Michigan. So Michigan's mostly done with the severe weather here for now. And then, of course, with the enhanced risk that we have in place there, where all the storms are at, we are still pretty much in the middle of that enhanced risk. So we still got a bit of time, before that activity kind of subsides a bit. But so we still need to be weather aware for the next little bit. Next couple of hours, but eventually things will die down, hopefully soon. But like I said, knock on wood, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these severe warnings are not really anything too concerning, which is good news. We just got a handful of a couple of them that are a bit of a problem, especially that tornado warning that we have in place there, now radar indicated again, towards Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba in western Illinois. Once again, in your shelters, guys. And of course, we have ourselves, if I hop back over to Kansas, we do got ourselves 2 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Let's go and hop over to the radar up KTWX in northeast Kansas here. So, let's see, that radar might be down. Oh, maybe not. Never mind, we're good. Wow, look at that. Manhattan. So Manhattan in northeast Kansas, we're getting a lot of hail being reported. Wow. Ranging all over the place, too. So we have a lot, let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hail reports coming in from Manhattan in northeast Kansas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 5 of those is quarter-size hail. We have one 1.25 or half-dollar size hail report. And we have another golf ball size hail report. So let's see. Tennis ball hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So 2.5-inch hail possible on that one storm there. Also got another warning for Westfall and, let's see here, Carneo. Once again, I have no idea how you pronounce that one there. This one's for golf ball hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Other than that, a lot of these warnings are just for like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which as long as you're indoors away from windows, things should be relatively okay. So once again, a lot of these storms are not super concerning, thankfully, but there is a little handful of a few of them that are a bit of a concern at the moment. Anyways, y'all. But yeah, once again, if you guys are just tuning in here, we did just have a confirmed tornado out there. It was reported near Bardolph and Bushnell, out there kind of north of Macomb and south of Good Hope in western Illinois. The warning there is no longer in place for Bardolph and Bushnell. Also, Good Hope, you guys are no longer in that warning, so you guys are good. However, we still have Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba in the warning as well. Let's see here. S_WX, thank you so much, dude, for the $2 super chat. I'm not about to list off your whole name, but thank you so much. That is greatly appreciated. Coming in with the support of a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. S_WX, you are awesome. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much, my friend. That is very, very sweet of you. Much, much appreciated. But yeah, so like I was saying, though, yeah, Bushnell and Bardolph, you guys are no longer into concern there. What about Joplin, Missouri? I think Joplin's good. I don't think we have any concerns. Let me double check, though. Yeah, no, Joplin's good. We don't have, we're not even in the marginal in Joplin, so we're good. Nothing concerning for Joplin area today. Yeah, a lot of the Missouri threat today is going to be in the central and northern part of the state. Since Joplin's very far southwestern, the severe weather threat does not include Joplin. So storms more than likely will kind of fade out at that point. Let me go ahead and hop over here back to the models here. Yeah, so you can see those storms that we have, all these storms kicking off. Those are going to kind of die out. There's Joplin right there. Will kind of die out by the time it reaches Joplin. So yeah, Joplin's not in any concern right now, which is definitely good news. Over the next couple of hours here, yeah, the main risk here is going to be done right around midnight or so. Of course, we're going to have potential for a little bit more cell development, some more thunderstorm development out in these regions here, like northwestern Missouri near Kansas City. Could start to see a bit of increase in cellular activity over the next couple of hours here. Of course, we have ourselves this little cluster of storms going on right now, like in western Illinois and northeastern Missouri. According to the HRRR, the latest run, it kind of dies out relatively soon, within the next 2 hours. We'll see how that goes, but according to the models, all of this kind of dies out there overall. You're welcome, no problem. Do I know if Indianapolis, Indiana has, let's see here, posting at bad storms for tomorrow? So, let's see here. No, Indianapolis is not in any concern here for tomorrow regarding severe weather. We're not in a marginal. We are good. Yep, nothing concerning for Indianapolis here for tomorrow. What about Canton, Illinois? Let me look at that real quickly, and then we'll get back into that tornado warning there. Canton, Illinois. Okay, so yeah, Canton's actually right next to that tornado warning there. Let's hop back over here. Yeah, Canton's. You guys are good. Y'all don't need to be in your shelter in Canton necessarily because you're not in the polygon. However, I would definitely recommend being away from windows and indoors, of course, because we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in place. More than likely, the brunt of this storm is going to remain to your south. Considering it has a southeasterly motion and it's already almost, the top is already almost equal to your latitude here. So it is going to be passing to your south, more than likely. But there could still be some lightning strikes coming because lightning can actually strike very far away from a thunderstorm. You don't got to be in that thunderstorm to get lightning. It can strike outside of the thunderstorm as well. So there could be some lightning concerns still. So make sure that if you're in Canton, which that's where you say, that you're indoors and away from windows until that polygon's gone, or until you don't hear thunder anymore, really. See here, Lily said I thought it was going to be far more worse up here. Yeah. No, honestly, I think a lot of us did expect those storms to be a little further north, towards like Chicago area, because Chicago was in one of the main threats for today. Not the enhanced, but the slight risk. Actually, that carried up pretty far to the north. Let me go and hop y'all over here real quick. So, yeah, earlier today, you can see Chicago. I mean, we had that marginal all the way up in southern Wisconsin even. Storms didn't convect that high, which is good, of course. We definitely did kind of dodge a bullet there. But yeah, you can see the convection started right there in South Chicago. So Chicago really dodged a bit of that activity. And of course, you can see these big plumes of convection popping off out there with all that craziness that's going on right now up in like northeastern Missouri, like southeastern Iowa, like western areas of Illinois. And of course, we have all that craziness happening up here in Kansas too. So yeah, just a lot of widespread thunderstorm activity going on right now. You can see how it just all kind of blew up at once. You know, it's pretty incredible to look at there on the satellite view. I mean, you can see how it went from literally nothing here to just big bursts of convection that started to blow up there. Let's see. Nikki says, is stuff heading for Indiana? It's really hot here. Indiana does... Let's see here. I don't think Indiana's in... let's see here. So, yeah, Indiana's not in much of a concern right now. There's no warnings in place for Indiana. However, we do have a threat for potential severe weather for the northern and kind of the central side of central side of Indiana. So it is possible that we could get a couple storms out there. Whenever it comes to it, though, let's see. We're gonna hop over to my other radar here. We do got a bit of storms right now, but these guys are not currently severe. Yeah, so you can see out there we do have a little bit of thunder. Oh, sorry, I probably need to switch my screens here so I can see it a little better. So yeah, we do got a little bit of storms out there in Indiana, but yeah, these guys are not currently severe. Okay, so we're good as of now. Once again, y'all, we do have a tornado warning in place here that we're watching. We only got 2 more minutes left on this warning here, so it's about to expire. If they're going to issue an extension, they probably will pretty soon. But honestly, I don't really see why they would. It seems like a lot of that potential has drastically weakened a bit. But yeah, we still got the tornado warning in place for Marietta, Springfield, and Cuba. Sorry, not Springfield, my bad. Smithfield, not Springfield. I want to make that clear. This is not Springfield. This is Smithfield. I just a set of verbal typo. So, yeah, Cuba, Smithfield, and Marietta. That is where the tornado warning's at. This does not include Springfield, like I was saying. Yeah, this is for Smithfield. But yeah, that's in effect for the next 1 minute. So I think we're about to lose that warning there. So you guys are almost good to come out of your shelter there. It was a confirmed tornado at one point. Yeah, we did get confirmation of that tornado out there towards Bushnell and Bardolph a little bit ago. Which, like I said, the warning's no longer in place there. So that's good news. But, yeah, this one's about to drop here soon. You're welcome, Dusty. No problem. No problem. Let's see here. What's up, Trudy? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. See here, Braven says, I'm so glad the weather is quiet today. Is that being sarcastic? So here's the thing. So we do have a lot of severe thunderstorms in place, thunderstorm warnings in place. However, most of them are not necessarily, wow. I was about to say, most of them are not necessarily significant. Dude, wow. Okay, so northeastern Kansas, y'all. That one cell we were watching out there by Manhattan, out there by St. George and Wabunsee. I'm not too sure on that one. We have a lot of hail being reported, though. Holy cow. Look at that. So this is the one where we had like several 1-inch hail reports. We actually now have 2 golf ball hail reports. We have 1 2-inch hail report. And look at this. We have reports of tennis ball hail now coming out there towards Manhattan and northeastern Kansas. That is absolutely interesting. So yeah, that's obviously a bit of a concern right now. Tennis ball hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds is what's warned for, which has already been reported. That is unbelievable. Let's see here. Andrew pretends not to be shocked. We actually have a winter storm watch in Montana right now. It's only mid-June. Did we really? Honestly, I didn't even look at that. Let's see here. Let me pull that up real quickly for you. You know what? Yeah, we do. In like the upper elevations of western Montana, we do have a winter storm watch. Wow. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Let's see here. I think we could sure use the rain without the tornadoes. Yeah, I hear you on that one, for sure. Prayers goes out for you, Daniel. Hope you feel better, man. Can I bring up a live cam? Yeah. Yeah, I can probably do that for you. Let's see here. First of all, let me hop back over to this radar here. Or this area here for a minute. I think we do got some out in Missouri. We might be able to pull up some views on that severe activity out there. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. Let me go ahead and pull up some Missouri cameras. So bear with me for a second. Let's see. So we got some storms. I wish we had better radar over here, not gonna lie. Radar's a little iffy in northeastern Missouri. We could definitely use another radar out there. No problem, Carrie. Yeah, no problem, man. Let's see. Yeah, so we have a bit of a line out there near Macon and Shelbyville. I'm gonna try to tap in on some cameras out there. Which I don't think we have any, unfortunately, out there. We might have to resort to another area. I think Kansas has some. Oh, here we go. Never mind. We're good. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger for y'all. Not really much on that. But as that storm activity advances... Yeah, as that storm activity advances, I believe southward. Yeah, southward. That camera should light up a little more. So we'll keep that camera up for a little bit. We'll switch over to them. We'll switch them up a little bit here and there. Also, y'all, once again, yeah, they did cancel that tornado warning, so you guys are now safe to come out of your shelter. Marietta, Illinois, Smithfield, Illinois, and Cuba, Illinois. You guys are no longer in that tornado warning in place. However, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in place out there. This is just for, let's see here, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. So, once again, not really anything super crazy with that storm anymore right now, but I'd still want you to be indoors, away from windows. Not necessarily in your shelter, but like I said, just indoors, away from windows, to help protect yourself from lightning and any other hazards like gusty winds, you know, because there is still potential for some damaging wind gusts out of that storm. But obviously, yeah, potential is... has gone down, especially with that tornadic activity. Alrighty, we're going to take a minute to hop back to Kansas. We got some pretty nasty hail storms going on out here in Kansas right now, especially northeastern Kansas out there by Alma, McFarland, let's see here, Paxico, Maple Hill, St. Mary's, Bellevue, Louisville, let's see here, Wabanunsi. I don't know how you pronounce that one. Let's see here, Wamego. You guys, yeah, so there's a warning in place for you all for the possibility there, northeast Kansas, for tennis ball hail. Tennis ball hail. And the crazy thing is that's already been reported out of that storm. Let me check on Kansas. I might have some cameras available. Something's screaming at me, telling me Kansas did have a good camera network. Let me see what we can do here. I think we might be able to work something out here. Let's see. So this is out there by Alma St. George area. This is just to the west of Topeka. Okay, west of Topeka. We have one near McFarland. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see here. Okay, so we do have a camera. Let's go ahead and remove that for now. So we do have a camera, but it's pointing at the ground, unfortunately. Let's try the one to the west a little bit. This one has a little view of the horizon line. Kind of a, not really much of a good view there. Let me try another one slightly to the west here. Okay, we'll keep it on this one for now. I think that's really the best one we're going to get out of that storm there. Oh, they upgraded it. Uh-oh. Wow, we're up to baseball hail now, y'all. Yeah, they just updated that warning there. That's a destructive, I believe, now. Yep, damage threat, destructive. Holy cow. Okay, so they did just update the that warning there for St. George and, let's see, Wabansi, and Wamego here. This is now up to, yeah, up to baseball hail. Wow, dude, that is quite impressive. Let me take a look at the CC on that. Yeah, so you can actually look at correlation coefficient, and you kind of see how we have this little splotch here near St. George. That is where the radar is picking up different sized particles. And in this case, that's hail. Let me pull up the max expected hail size. Wow. Yeah, really big area of hail potential out there near St. George, coming right up on Wabaunsee, Wamego, and Louisville. You guys are getting ready to get some pretty big hail. Yeah, once again, we're talking baseball hail now. Storms moving east at 30 miles an hour. Also 60 mile an hour wind gust too on that storm. Whoa. Here, look at this, y'all. So that's up there in Kansas, or sorry, Missouri there. That camera. Look right there. Y'all see that little plate here where my cursor's at? That is interesting. That is a distant thunderstorm. I'm going to keep that view up. You guys aren't going to be able to see it the full time, but I'm just going to keep that view available. That way, if things get a little crazier as that storm gets closer, we'll be able to see it. But yeah, this one's up here. This is in that destructive severe warning. That camera that's currently available right above me. Unbelievable. But yeah, we're talking... oh, they just issued a new warning for it, actually. Let's see here. Yeah, baseball hail. Baseball hail and 60 mile an hour winds. Destructive storm for Louisville. Train weather spotters reported... Oh, wow, they reported it. Train spotters reported baseball hail south of Flush at 7:30 p.m. So this was 8 minutes ago. Wow. Okay, so yeah, it's already been reported out there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is right there. Right there in Pottawatomie County, Kansas. This was reported 6 miles northwest of St. George. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's some big hail. Look at that storm, though. Wow. Yeah, that thing is dropping some big hail out there near St. George. You see that big, that splotch there? See how there's a bit of kind of white popping up in it? That is where we are having radar really bringing in those big echoes there. Yeah, it's crazy because some of them actually, the report here is on that northern tail of that storm there. Must be a new updraft or something. My understanding is that we have a new updraft right here. So that's lifting all that air up. And some of the hailstones are probably falling off of that updraft there. That's kind of what I'm assuming that's happening out there. I could be wrong, but that would make sense in terms of why we're getting hail over there. We're likely getting some really big hail too out there near St. George right now, where that deep reflectivity is at. But yeah, that is definitely some nasty hail on that storm there. We also got a little bit of hail to the west too. We're ranging about up to ping pong ball hail size, which we're down to $half hail on that warning now. But we have had reports there of it might be look at that last scan there. That's quite an uptrend there in that last scan. That could be trying to produce some more hail again. Wow, look at that. Went from middle end like 50 dBz now up to like 60, almost 70. I got a new mesoscale discussion. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let's see. Severe risk continues in Weather Watch 410. All right, let me show you guys this. I'm gonna pull it up on my my other screen here for y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna bring my Twitter real quickly, and I do want to show you guys this that I'm just now starting to see. Shoot, I might need to re-sign in here. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Need to sign in real quickly. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, I want to show you guys this. This is very informative. Here you go. So this was tweeted from the Storm Prediction Center here. So we're looking here at Kansas. So they have this area here. This is our greatest short-term hail risk. So obviously that's actually where we have those those really big hailstones are being reported out in that region. And greatest short time risk for damaging winds is down here. So, yeah, southwestern, south central Kansas. That's where your greatest potential for damaging winds is going to be in the short term. And of course, short-term hail threat. Greatest potential is going to be more with those isolated, semi-discrete storms. If we hop back to radar, yeah, you can see that there's some semi-discrete thunderstorm activity going on out here versus, if we take a look at the Dodge City radar, versus in south central Kansas where it's a little more linear fashion, as you're going to see here once the radar decides it wants to load. Give it a second. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, you can... Wow, what an outflow boundary on that storm there, too. Look at that thing. That is interesting. But, yeah, so you can see how we have that kind of straight line storm going on there. Almost a little QLCS. Not quite a squall line, but just a long line of a storm. Actually, yeah, we got reports of winds being reported. Personal weather station reported in Ford County, Kansas, 3 miles west of Bloom. Reporting 66-mile-an-hour winds as that line went through. So we're definitely up in severe status there. We do got a warning in place for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter hail for Ashland, Coldwater, Sun City, Greensburg area. Oh, got a tornado warning, y'all, up in Missouri. Let's go ahead and hop our way over here real quickly. There's some new information coming in here. Actually, my bad. This is actually just a few minutes ago. Like I said, it sucks because we don't really have the best of radar out here, unfortunately. Let me hop. I think Kansas City might be our closest option. Yeah, Kansas City might be our closest option here with that radar. Let's see. Okay, so we have a tornado warning in place for New Cambria. Let's see here. Yeah, it's really hard to make it out there. Considering, I mean, we're scanning like 10th out. Whoa, y'all. Look at this. Wow, look at that view. That's in Missouri there, actually. That's on the... I think that's actually on these storms here. Yeah, it's on this set of storms. It's looking up north. Camera's off of interstate here going through Columbia. I don't know what interstate that is, per se. But yeah, so... that right there, my friends, that's looking up towards that storm. So yeah, New Cambria, you guys are under a tornado warning here, which will remain in effect for the next 16 minutes. Yeah, right there in the next 16 minutes there is whenever that's going to expire. Quite a view on that camera, though. I'll tell you that. We'll keep an eye on that camera view. Let's see here. Gonna hop on back over here to Kansas. Yeah, we got those destructive severes going on. Once again, y'all, we have some really big hail going on up here in northeast Kansas right now. We've reported baseball hail. This was reported near just slightly west of Louisville, north of St. George, out there in northeastern Kansas. Severe thunderstorm warning in place for the threat of baseball-size hail towards St. George, Wabaunsee, Wamego, Louisville, Bellevue, as well as St. Mary's. You guys are under that severe thunderstorm warning there for baseball hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So heads up to you guys out there. Yeah, they did just cancel that back warning, which no longer includes Manhattan. That is no longer in place there. Now we're going to hop on back to that tornado warning there. But yeah, like I said, that with that tornado warning we have in place, I mean, the closest we can scan on this storm is 10,000 feet aloft, which unfortunately that's a little high up in that storm. I mean tornadoes are very much surface based. So the lower we can scan, the better. I mean, but from what we can see, there is a bit of a mess out there near New Cambria. So make sure you guys are near shelter. Once again, if you have a basement, storm cellar, that's where you want to be. If not, go to the central interior portion of your home. Stay away from windows. Lowest floor possible. I believe that's just for New Cambria, but let me take a look and make sure that there's no other areas here. New Cambria. Oh, nope. This also includes a few other smaller towns like Hamden, Hubbard, Let's see, Caseyville. We got College Mound, Berryville, Lagonda, Bynumville. Let's see, Wine, I think it is. Hewer, Kern, and Lingo. You guys are inside of that tornado warning there. Also, yeah, 2-inch hail is possible in that storm there, too. Wow. Holy cow. Actually, that warning, that severe warning that's in place for that area is actually warned for 70 mile an hour winds, too. 70 mile per hour wind gusts, as well as, yeah, golf ball hail, 1.75 inches in diameter. Goodness. So, yeah, definitely, that structure is looking crazy on that camera, I tell you. But, yeah, strong in both the hail and the wind aspect. So in a concern like that, with this tornado warned cell, not only do we have a threat for tornadoes, but we're also seeing a concern for wind-driven hail. So potentially, like I was saying, golf ball hail in this storm, plus 70 mile an hour wind speeds. So we could have some pretty hard-hitting golf ball hail, which would definitely cause a bit of issues regarding like vehicles and all that stuff. Don't try, like I said, if you're in that tornado warning, do not try to go out and save your vehicle at this point, because like I said, there is a tornado warning in place. You need to be in your shelter. Insurance companies will cover that. So don't try and save your car if you're in that tornado warning. You just need to be in your shelter right now until further notice. But like I said, from what we can see in that storm there's a lot of turbulence out there by New Cambria. Once again, when we were scanning almost 10,000 feet aloft here, so it makes it a little difficult to see what's going on in that storm right now. But like I said, we do have also golf ball hail and 60 mile an hour. Sorry, golf ball hail and 70 mile an hour winds on that storm there too. It looks like, wow, we've lost quite a bit of the warnings up in Illinois. We got one severe warning in Illinois right now between Bloomington and Peoria, right between the two areas here towards Goodfield, Morton, Mackinac, Danvers, Carlock, Secor, and Tremont. These are just severe warning for this quarter hail, 60 mile an hour winds, kind of a low end severe warning. Anytime you're in a severe warning for 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter hail, as long as you're indoors away from windows, things should be okay. Yeah, I can tell you I've been in countless severe warnings with that criteria. Just make sure you're indoors away from windows. I mean, there could be some issues, but yeah, so that is that. Catman, we don't talk about that. What's up, Carissa? Saying hey, Andrew in chat. Stay safe, everyone. Hope the system weakens before it hits Pennsylvania tomorrow. I think Pennsylvania is going to be... So obviously we have a little bit of a northeastern threat tomorrow. We've been tracking here for a couple days. So... You see it before it's Pennsylvania. So yeah, southeastern Pennsylvania is going to be... out there in southeastern Pennsylvania is going to be that greatest concern for severe weather tomorrow. Let me take a look at this real quickly. Tornado probs. We don't got any tornado potential tomorrow up in the northeast. Just mostly a wind threat, followed by some small marginal hail potential. Also got a bit of a threat in the central plains too, but we'll talk more about that later. Like I said, we obviously have a current threat going on. Let's see here. But yeah, once again, everybody, if you're just tuning in here, we do got a tornado warning in place. This is up here kind of in the north central side of Missouri. This is out there in New Cambria, and also out there, let's see, we'll take a look at the other areas here as well. This also includes, let's see, Hewer, sorry. Lagonda, we have Wine, I think it is, Bynumville, Hamden, Hubbard, Caseyville, College Mound, Berryville, Kern, and Linga. But the main one here is New Cambria. That is the main town in this area. A lot of these other ones we mentioned here, there's not too many people. It seems like it's in a not very populated area. Tornado warning expires in 9 minutes, so we really don't have too much longer here. Don't have too much longer on that warning. And then, of course, hopping back over here to northeastern Kansas, we got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning in place out there for baseball hail. Actually, just got a report of 2-inch hail just came through This was less than 10 minutes ago. Yeah, this is a pretty fresh report coming out there from Wamego. This is 2-inch hail. Let's see here. Yeah, we have two 2-inch hail reports. Once again, we did have reports of baseball hail out of that storm there. So we are certainly seeing some really large hail. We've had a lot of reports, actually, as it went through Manhattan, northeastern Kansas. We've had several reports really ranging between quarter and quarter-size hail and up to tennis ball hail. So between 1 to 2.5 inches in diameter. And of course, as that storm rolled eastward, we finally had a report that got all the way up to baseball hail, and we're still getting some fresh reports of still at least 2-inch hail ongoing with that storm. So that storm is certainly still pretty active. In the hail realm. We're also watching, so yeah, once again, we have a bit of a semi-discrete storm mode up here in the northeastern side of Kansas with those storms that are currently popping off here. If we hop down to the southwestern side of Kansas here, we got ourselves a bit of a wind threat going on here. As SPC, we had a mesoscale discussion that came through not long ago, saying that this is the greatest wind concern throughout Kansas in the next little bit, and this is the greatest hail concern. So hail concern over here, wind concern mostly over here. Now, obviously, we can have both, and we can have some hail down here, we can have some winds up here, but the main hail threat's going to be over here, and the main wind threat's going to be down here up in Kansas in the short term. Let's see here. We're going to hop on back over here to that tornado warning. So, yeah, once again, we have a warning in place. I think we only have 7 minutes left. Let's see here. Until 8 o'clock p.m. Central. So, yeah, we have 7 minutes left on... 7 minutes left on that tornado warning there for New Cambria. Once again, which is north-central areas out there in up in Missouri. Let's see. Absolutely, I didn't mean for you to check, Andrew. Those severe storms have been crazy lately. Prayers to everyone in the path of these storms. Of course. Well, Carissa, I kind of wanted to check just to kind of see what we were in for. So it's no problem. No problem at all. Let's see here. Wow, we dropped a lot of severe warnings out there. We had like a whole list going down to here. Severe warnings. That's good. That's actually really good. We are losing our severity from what it looks like on these storms. Let me go ahead and get rid of that camera for a minute. Gonna hop y'all over here to oh, wrong screen. This view here. Yeah, it does seem like we're losing a bit of severe activity with these storms here. I mean, obviously we have a couple of really nasty storms going on, like that destructive severe for 2 3/4 inch hail. And of course that tornado warning that's in effect also for 70-mile-an-hour winds there too. Chris says, am I in the area of Florida that had all the flooding? Most of that was south of me. I'm in central Florida. A lot of that was south and southwestern Florida that got a lot of the heavy stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. We had a lot of heavy rain. We've had several inches of rain here, but it was not as nearly as bad as the other areas. We've had at least, I'd say, anywhere from like 2 to 4 inches of probably of rain, if not a little more. We've had a lot down here. We're going to hold off on zip codes, Braven. We don't really do those too much in live coverage mode because it just takes too much time. Now, if this was a forecast, like I said, pre-event live stream like we did earlier today, we did another live stream earlier. If this was a pre-event live stream, we would go over that. But since, like I said, it's storms are ongoing, we're going to keep it pretty fresh. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, like I said, a lot of that rain was more to the south of me, thankfully. But we definitely do need the rain down here. We did need the rain down here. Anyways, yeah. So once again, everybody, this severe thunderstorm warning here for let's see, baseball hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This will remain in effect until 8:15. So we got ourselves about 19 more minutes left. Let's see. Well, I'm glad you didn't have major flooding. I saw that. I was worried for you. Well, thanks for your concerns. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, I'm good down here. It's just, I mean, it was pretty rainy. Actually, I had a pretty strong storm roll through just before my stream here, actually. Let me go ahead and hop over here to the satellite for a minute and show you. So if you look back on the satellite, you see all those thick clouds right there? Look at that. See that big blob of clouds on sat? Yeah, that was a storm that went right over me. Had some pretty active thunderstorm activity with that. Let me pull up the sat view up in Central Plains. Wow. Would you look at that? That is an incredible view. I just find it amazing how the storms almost develop at the same time. It's like right as that cap lifts, right as that cap breaks, it's like that's whenever things really start to just fire off. And you can see all this almost bubbling, like boiling water almost at the top of those storms. That is our overshooting tops. I did not have my weather radio on for flooding, no. I usually don't keep it on unless there's like a big severe weather event or something going on, or like tropical activity or something going on. Then I usually do that. All right, we're gonna hop back over to radar, y'all. Gonna get this back up. We're also gonna pull up our camera again. There you go. Yeah, that camera's out there in northern Missouri. That's actually looking towards these storms right here. Once again, y'all, we got a tornado warning in place just for 2 more minutes, not too much longer for New Cambria. You guys are almost good to come out of your shelters. However, I would actually recommend still... Whoa. I would consider still remaining in your shelter for a little bit longer, even once this tornado warning expires, because we have 2-inch hail that's larger than golf ball size, by the way. Larger than golf ball hail, potentially driving at 70 miles an hour. So yeah, we got ourselves 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there as well on that storm. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That sat view was something else, man. But yeah, so that tornado warning is about to expire, y'all, which is good news. Hopping back over to Kansas here. Once again, we had ourselves a pretty nasty storm. This destructive severe will remain in effect here for the next 15 minutes or so. So not too much longer on that storm, but yeah, definitely got some big hail still going on. I think a lot of the hail threat with that storm has subsided a bit. We are still getting some fresh reports. We've reported lately. We've reported 2-inch hail at the maximum, but it seems like the last few reports are down to 1.5-inch hail again. So we've dropped about an inch and a quarter compared to what we were seeing a little bit ago. Definitely had some really big hail on that storm there. Got a new severe to the west, too, popping off here. We'll see if that's going to do anything. We've had some... no reports with it. That's from earlier, I believe. Yeah, this is from an earlier storm, that report there. But yeah, looks like we're starting to get some heavier precipitation near Wakefield. Let's see, is that warned for anything? Yep, quarter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, just kind of a normal severe. Let's see, you got a warning out to the southwest of the big one here, mostly west-southwest. Towards Abilene, Kansas, towards Enterprise and Tallmadge. We got reports here of a bit of hail with that storm, up to 1.5 inches in diameter, which is ping-pong ball hail. Oh, did they extend that tornado warning? They just canceled that one there, but is that a new warning or is that an extension? I feel like they might have put an extension on that earlier. Well, anyways, we got a new tornado warning here. We'll see what it looks like. Nikki says, you sure love your job. I'm fascinated with it. It's a joy to watch your channel versus other channels. They get on my nerves. They're boring. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. There you go. Yeah, that's actually for the same storm, but they look at that. They pivoted it to the west a bit. So that no longer includes New Cambria. You guys are good. However, Buckland and Marsline, I think it is. Marsline? I think it's Marsline. Yeah, you guys are under the tornado warning now. Unfortunately, like I was saying, though, with everything going on, it's a little hard to tell what's going on in the storm, considering that our closest radar is like, let's see here. Yeah, our closest radar is greater than 80 miles away. So from what we can see in the storm, it's a little iffy. But yeah, you can see right there a big velocity of a mess out there east of Marshline and south of Buckland. So we got ourselves a little bit of something going on there. It could be some tornadic activity. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, so once again, Buckland, Marshline, you guys need to be in your shelter. Also Prairie Hill, too, on the edge of that polygon. Just a bit of a heads up for you guys. I got some reports of damage in Peoria. Power line down on interchange of East Muller Road and Springfield Road. So that's in South Peoria. Getting reports of some damage. Of course, we had a couple tornado reports. Let's see here. Train spotter, tornado on the ground. Sheriff's office reported several structures damaged. Power lines down. That's near Macomb in Illinois. Yeah, that was that tornado we had confirmed in the beginning of the live stream here. And then tornado on the ground 3.7 miles southwest of Bushnell, Illinois. Wow. Oh, wow, look at this, y'all. Whoa, we just got a 75-mile-an-hour wind gust. Let's go and hop our way back to the other radar here. Got a new day one outlook here. I think we still have... Yep, still got an enhanced risk there. Yeah, new day one outlook just got issued. But yeah, let's go and hop back over to Kansas for a minute here. Got a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust reported out there in Coldwater. Let's go and hop to KDDC radar in Dodge City, Kansas. See you later, S_WX. Once again, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. But yeah, look at that. 60-mile-an-hour winds reported right on that outflow boundary there. So you see that big noodle ahead of that storm? So that is your outflow boundary. That is some really strong outflow of the storm. A lot of cooler air smacking the surface and just spreading out. So before this... I mean, in this case, there is no calm before the storm. It's actually strong winds before the storm in this one. So yeah, that outflow boundary there, though, we just had reports of 60-mile-an-hour winds in Coldwater. Also, Sawyer to the west reported 75 out there by Coates in south central Kansas. We just reported 75-mile-an-hour winds out there. Please tell me that wasn't estimated. It was from an emergency manager. I don't know how they got that wind reading. Like I said, anytime I get somebody saying an estimated wind gust, I'm a little skeptical. See, I'm a man of facts. I like to see how strong the winds actually got. It has to be measured from a weather station. Let's see here. All right, so new day one outlook just came out. Let me take a look and see the criteria. I don't know if it's available yet on SPC's website, but yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let me try to do this here. I'll bring y'all over with me as well once I get it up here. I'm going to bring y'all over to the full screen view real quickly. So we're going to look at that new day one outlook real quick. Let's hop over to data. I'll go ahead and go to surface maps. Oh, that's not right. Whoops. Forgot how to do this. Text products. There we go. I was about to say SPC products. All right, so there's our new day one. Let me zoom in a little bit. New day one, they did get rid of the enhanced risk for southern Iowa. That's no longer in place now. So we got that enhanced risk northeast Kansas, still kind of north central Missouri and central and western portions here of Illinois. Let's see here. Tornado probs, just got a localized 5% tornado threat in north central Missouri here. Still got a 30 sig, what is that? 30 sig hail probability. So we're still talking some big hail out there from northeast Kansas all the way to central Illinois. Potentially 2 inches in diameter and larger. And of course our damaging winds, my bad. Potential for significant wind gusts as far south as south central Kansas. Even a little sliver of Oklahoma there. Alabama's not under any of not much of a concern right now. No, we're good up in Alabama at the moment. Here, I'll go and bring up our day one outlook here. Yeah, no, Alabama's good. Nothing concerning out there. Anyways, just wanted to go over that real quickly with you guys. We're gonna hop back to radar here. So that's our new info. That's what just came through, fresh off the press there. I just can't get over all those hail reports we just got out there in northeast Kansas. Manhattan, as the storm went through earlier, we actually had reports up to 2.5 inches, which is tennis ball hail. And then, of course, as that storm progressed eastbound, we had one report up to baseball hail. They just issued a new severe ahead of that storm for 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So yeah, hail is dropping on that storm, which is good news. And of course, hopping back over here to that tornado warning. We do have a tornado warning up in northern Missouri, which unfortunately it's very hard to see what's going on in the storm. Just given the fact that we're scanning like 80 miles away. Yeah, 83 miles away is where that rotation is from radar. And that's the closest radar we got. We have a big radar hole up in northeastern Missouri here. Makes things a little bit harder to see. But you can see, I mean, even at these altitudes here, you can see there is a bit of rotation out there east of Marceline, Marceline, south of Buckland. So make sure y'all are in your shelter. This is tracking southeastward, heading towards Prairie Hill. So just make sure you guys are in your shelter out there. Let's see here. Yeah, just make sure you guys are in your shelter across that region there. Got a severe warning on that. So yeah, also 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, y'all, is also a concern on that storm as well. For, let's see, Exelo, we have Jacksonville and Cario, I think it is. Let's see, we also have Prairie Hill in that warning as well. Marceline. So yeah, not only are we seeing, a tornadic concern for Buckland and Marceline and Prairie Hill, but we're also seeing, like I said, some pretty large hail on that storm as well. 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. So we're definitely seeing some pretty heavy activity there as well. Starting to get some more severe storms out there in Illinois. Let's take a quick minute to look at those real quickly. Central Illinois, we got a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Nothing too significant on these guys. These ones are just for like quarter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Stay away from windows, and you should be pretty good. But yeah, there could be some minor inconveniences with those storms there. But got a storm towards Springfield, Illinois. This guy is not much of an issue right now. Not currently severe warned, so no problems really there. Still, with any storm, I want you to stay indoors, away from windows. Don't really want you to be caught up in anything. As even, like I said, even normal thunderstorms, lightning is a concern. You don't want to be near windows when that happens, because say lightning strikes a tree, sometimes it can actually be explosive. Like if a lightning strikes a tree, it can actually explode the tree, and it can send out like fragments all over the place. That's why we tell you to stay away from windows and indoors. That way, if something like that happens, you're protected by the walls of your house. So obviously that would be what you'd want to do. But yeah, like I was saying though, unfortunately, y'all, we really don't have a good radar view on that tornado warning storm out there. I mean, we're scanning. The closest radar here is in South Kansas City, and we're talking north central Missouri here. I mean, we're very far away from our radar. That's our closest radar, and it's quite a distance. Like I said, we're talking 80 miles away. Oh, we just got a new severe thunderstorm watch. That is interesting. Okay, whenever that graphic becomes available, I'll show you guys. But we just got a new severe thunderstorm watch. Did I say warning or watch? Sorry, I meant watch if I said warning. Let's see. NWS SPC. Hopefully we'll get that watch graphic soon. Did they just update the polygon? They sure did. Okay, so Buckland in that tornado warning is no longer in the warning. So Buckland up here in north central Missouri, no longer in the tornado warning. However, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning in place there for the potential of 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. So I still want you well away from your windows. And, I mean, probably wouldn't hurt to even stay in your safe spot until the time being, just for your protection. Because, yeah, still storms of that magnitude are very strong and is not something you want to mess with. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see, like, graphic has not came out yet. So, like I said, whenever I get that graphic of that severe thunderstorm watch, we will pull that up as soon as possible. All right, we're going to take a minute to hop back to Kansas for a minute. So once again, we got ourselves a lot of really strong storms going up here in northeastern Kansas. Let's see here. Let me pull up the max expected hail size. Does seem like that hail is coming down a bit. Looks like it is waning a little bit. Max expected hail size is radar estimating about 1.5 inches. So about ping pong ball hail. The warning is in place for 2-inch hail, so could still see some a little bit larger than that. Here we go. This is a watch in place. Oh, this includes St. Louis, Missouri, actually. So central Missouri and south central Illinois. Let me bring this up for you guys here. So there's a mesoscale discussion earlier in Kansas. Does not relate to it. Here you go. Yeah, there we go. There's our new watch, y'all. So new watch in place out there for kind of the central portion of Missouri. Once again, this does include St. Louis. Let's see, it's just shy of Springfield to the south. But yeah, we got ourselves a new watch in place. This is in effect until 1 a.m. Central or 2 a.m. Eastern. So new watch is in place. Also want to go ahead and bring to y'all's attention on the southwestern side of Kansas, kind of south-central, southwestern side of Kansas. We are seeing, continuing to see some wind reports coming through. They actually just extended that warning down into northwestern Oklahoma towards Freedom, Buffalo, Laverine, I'm not too sure on that one, May, Burlington, Alva, and Capron. And then north of that, we have ourselves that line of storms going through. We have reports. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Hold on. Look at this report coming through. Okay, event thunderstorm wind damage. Report received through MPing. That's all it says. It doesn't say what it's for, or like what happened. Okay, interesting. 75-mile-an-hour winds was reported out there in Coates, though. So there's certainly some really strong winds on that storm. What's up, Abby? Hope you're doing good. Is it me, or does it feel like June is going by fast? Yeah, this year's been going by fast in general. It's been very active. Y'all, this tornado warning is about to, let's see here, about to expire. Hold on a minute. Never mind. We got 15 more minutes. I thought it was, for some reason I was like it expired at 9:15 Eastern. It's actually in effect for another 15 minutes. So, still need you in your shelter in Marceline, and Prairie Hill. They did cancel it though, like I said, for Buckland. You guys are no longer in that tornado warning. However, like I was saying, that we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in place for 70-mile-an-hour winds and 2-inch hail. Yes, hurricane season started on the 1st of June. Yes. Actually, that's another thing we got going on, y'all, is 2 areas we're watching. Only one of them I'm a little concerned for. So in the tropics, we got 2 areas. This guy right here, I just got this system. This thing brought a lot of rain for Florida. This disturbance here is tracking northeast. It has a 20% chance of formation, not really anything crazy. This guy down here in the southern Gulf, though, this could be a problem for Mexico down in time. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Models have this thing kind of kicking off down here in the EPAC and then kind of going over the southern portion of Mexico and then kind of doing something like that. We'll see, obviously, how that plays out. Continue to watch it over the next couple days. But yeah, the tropics is another concern that we need to keep an eye on. Let's see here. I wonder if 2025 will be worse than 2024. There's no way of telling that right now, Daniel. It's very far down in time. Alrighty. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's what's going on, y'all. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we do got a tornado warning in place in north central Missouri. This is out there for Marceline and Prairie Hill. So a bit of a heads up for you guys out there. We're going to hop back over to Kansas here. take a look out there. We have a lot of kind of semi-discrete storm activity going on up here in northeastern Kansas. You can see there's a bunch of scattered severe thunderstorm warnings in place. And of course, down here in the southwestern side or south central side here of Kansas, it's more of a linear type of storm line. It's hard to tell, but yeah, there is more of a line of storms you can see there, rather than kind of spotty how it is up in northeastern Kansas. So yeah, for those areas we just looked at down here, this is more of a wind concern right now. And for these areas, this is more of a hail concern right now, with obviously exceptions of some wind as well. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts still possible, some of the storms. They just canceled that destructive severe, so that's good news. However, we still have that severe warning in effect here for tennis ball hail, which this will expire at 8:30, so in about 13 minutes that'll expire. That'll also expire at the same time that tornado warning does, too, up in northern Missouri. Let's see here. So, yeah, we have Marceline, as well as Prairie Hill. You guys are in that tornado warning once again for another 13 minutes as well. Okay, so we're going to hop over here to Illinois for a minute. We got a couple storms out in Illinois, north central side here of the state. Out there towards Bloomington. These guys ain't much of an issue. All these guys are warned just for quarter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, so kind of low end concerns for both wind and hail. Barely severe on both terms. If it was any lower hail, any lower winds, that would put it sub-severe. So it's right on the line there. Just on the low end of the severe scale. I'm not saying to ignore it, of course. I'm just saying that it's not as crazy as some of these other storms we got going on. So not too concerned about these ones. Just stay indoors away from windows, and things should be pretty good. Taking a look back over velocity here. Once again, the reason we're not looking at velocity much on this tornado warning is because, once again, closest radar is 80 miles away. And so we're scanning about nearly 10,000 feet aloft out there. We're scanning pretty high up in that storm. So it just makes things a little bit difficult. Oh, did they just cancel that warning? I think they just canceled that tornado warning. My overlay went yellow. That usually means they canceled tornado warnings there. That would mean that we just have severe warnings in place, no longer tornado warnings. Let me confirm that. It's still on my program here, but we will see. I'm pretty sure that means that it's gone. Let's see here. We had 11 minutes left. My overlay usually gets information before these programs can even update, so that could be a good sign of things. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that here. I'll let you all know. Tropical depression went through. Says Dusty. Yeah, no, there's a pretty good little vortex on that system as it rolled through Florida. Actually, from both the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic Coast, there's a pretty solid vortex on it. I'm still seeing that tornado warning in place, y'all, on both programs. So, still want you in your shelter, of course, until I give you the all clear. Until I no longer see it on the programs here, that means, since it's still there, we still need to be in our shelter out there by Marceline and Prairie Hill. Let's see here. Tornadic thunderstorm was prompted. A warning is moved out of the warning area. That's for Buckland, though, I'm pretty sure. For Buckland areas. Let's see. Tornado 2-inch hail. Yeah, so also 2-inch hail on that storm as well possible. Yeah, something's telling me that warning's still in place. Could just be about a bit of an issue with my my overlay there. All right, we're gonna hop back over here to Kansas for a minute. Yeah, we haven't had any fresh hail reports in a while. The good news is that it does look like that storm is dying. Look at the reflectivity there. See how we're starting to get more in the oranges rather than the reds. So precipitation rates is dropping, which is good news. Still could have a little bit of hail up there north of Emmett. Mostly rural areas, though. But there could still be a little bit of hail up there. But I think most of the big stuff's over with. So that's good news. Let's see. 60-mile-an-hour winds reported in Salina a little bit ago. This was a little less than an hour ago. But it was about 50 minutes ago or so. And of course, like I was mentioning here, we hop over here towards northwestern, northwestern Oklahoma and south central Kansas. We got ourselves a bit of a wind storm going on here. You can see a big outflow boundary there. See that big noodle ahead of that storm there? Oh, for a second I thought that said 80. I was about to lose it. No, 60-mile-an-hour winds reported near Coldwater in south central, kind of southwestern Kansas there. Wilmore reporting some damage. Still not sure what that is. It just says report through MPing. Got a new considerable severe warning. We'll get to that here in a minute. That's in Missouri. Pretty sure. We did have reports of 75-mile-an-hour winds out there towards Coates, though, from that line of storms. So there's definitely some pretty strong winds going on in that storm there. Yeah, by the way, y'all, that tornado warning is still in effect. That's what I'm saying. You should still be in your shelter until it's no longer on my screen. It's just my overlay. Got rid of it. Let's see here. Let's see, we did just get a new severe. Oh, there it is right there. So they actually issued a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to hop the St. Louis radar for a minute. They did just issue a new considerable severe. Let's see what that's actually for. That's out there by Florida. Not the state of Florida, but northeastern Missouri. The town of Florida, including the Landing, Center, Perry, and Santa Fe. This warning's in place here for 70-mile-an-hour winds and nickel-size hail. So nickel hail is not considered severe, but I tell you what, it's going to hurt if you're outside in 70-mile-an-hour winds. So definitely don't be outside. Be indoors, away from windows. But yeah, 70-mile-an-hour winds is not something to play around with, as it can certainly cause some inconveniences and can cause some damages. So once again, just make sure that you guys are away from windows in that case. Let's see. Florida weather says, "Hey Andrew, do I think that drought in South Florida is gone now, or is it still there?" I feel like it subsided a bit. I don't think it's gonna be gone. In some areas, it'll probably be gone. Let's see here. Did they even update the drought monitor yet? They have not. Doesn't look like it. The last one. Oh, hold on a minute. No, this was just released here today, actually. Yeah, there's still a drought apparently going on in South Central. Yeah, South Central Florida. Kind of right around where I'm at here, actually. Still got that in effect. I don't think it's going to remove it, but it's going to help it a little bit. Because we're still below average precipitation in Florida right now. We've had a lot more sunnier days than normal. That's for sure. Let's see here. Good night, Lily. Thanks for joining. You're probably already long gone. I just now saw your message, though. All right, let's see here. So, once again, y'all, we don't have too much longer on that tornado warning, so we're almost safe to come out of your shelters. Almost. We're getting there. But, yeah, so Marshline, let's see here. Prairie Hill. We got ourselves that tornado warning in effect. This will be in effect until, let's see here. This will be in effect until 8:30 Central. So it is now 8:24 Central. So we have 6 more minutes left until that warning gets expired there. So we still got a little bit of time. Just a few more minutes. But we also got a warning in place for 70-mile-an-hour winds and golf ball hail too. So even once that tornado warning dissipates, I'm still gonna want you to be possibly still in your shelters if y'all could. Because, like I said, you know, whenever you're given golf ball hail plus 70-mile-an-hour winds, yeah, that's a big issue. Certainly want to be away from windows. That is no exception there. Because, like I said, you know, both wind-driven hail is a bit of an issue. Certainly don't want to deal with that. Oh, there you go. There you go, y'all. They actually just canceled that tornado warning, actually. That is no longer in effect there. So, Marshline and Prairie Hill, tornado warning has been lifted. No longer in effect. Yeah, both programs no longer show that, so that's good news. So now we're just kind of left with a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings. So you got quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. So some gusty winds down here in south central Kansas. Got that severe warning near northwest of Topeka there. 2-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. I got 4 minutes left on that considerable for 2.5-inch hail. I think that's pretty much gone at this point. Yeah, we got 70-mile-an-hour winds, golf ball hail on these guys. 70-mile-an-hour winds. It does look like the winds are picking up on these storms out in Missouri, though. We kind of had a bit of a bump from 60-mile-an-hour winds on most of those storms, now up to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So we're definitely picking up in our winds on this kind of interesting kind of set of storms we have going on here. Let's see here. But anyways, y'all, but yeah, if y'all haven't already, I haven't mentioned this at all this stream. If you haven't already, consider leaving a like and subscribing. That way it can help YouTube push out our content here. It'll overall help get that word out there if you guys could, and maybe even share this if you want to. Like I said, obviously, this is very important information for you folks out there, and we want to make sure that you guys are given, the information here. That way you guys can be safe. We are getting reports of 60-mile-an-hour winds, actually. 2 reports out there in central, kind of north-central Illinois here, out there towards Benson. Let's see here. Ponderosa says, I'm in South Georgia. Nice. On the way to Disney World. Have fun. Have fun. Is there enough shear in the atmosphere this week for possible spin-ups in Florida, or is that unlikely? So I don't think we're going to have any concern of like tornadoes up in Florida anytime soon. Today we have just a thunderstorm. Tomorrow we have just a thunderstorm, and Saturday we have just a thunderstorm threat. So, but yeah, no, we're good. No spin-up tornadoes expected. No tornadoes expected in Florida anytime soon. Let's see. Twilight says, I've been subscribed for forever now. Also, hi from Wyoming. What's up? Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. And hello from Florida, my friend. Hope you're doing good. All right, we're going to hop back over to Missouri. But yeah, like I said, y'all, they did cancel that tornado warning for Missouri. So we are no longer under any tornado warnings right now, y'all. We've picked up quite a few more warnings again, though. We've got a couple considerable severe thunderstorm warnings up in this kind of cluster of storms out there towards Macon, New Cambria, Rothville, Minden, Kitesville, Salisbury, Clifton, Huntsville, Moberly, my bad, and Renick and Higbee, also Clark. You guys have a severe warning in place out there for golf ball hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds out there. So both big on the hail and the damaging wind side of things here. Hopping back over here to Kansas for a minute. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we're definitely dropping, y'all, in the hail realm. So that storm that produced baseball hail is now down to $half size, which is 1.25 inches. Better than that 2.75 inch hail that we have reported earlier. So that's good news. We're dropping in the hail realm. We just had reports out there of 62-mile-an-hour winds in eastern Kansas near Cottonwood Falls. Reported from a Kansas mesonet. So if you don't know what a mesonet is, it's basically a fancy weather station. I own a mesonet. I built a mesonet with my friend, which I'll show you an example of what a mesonet looks like. I'll show you my mesonet, if you don't know what a mesonet is. This is my mesonet. So it's a big fancy weather station. Hyper accurate. So that's definitely good. That noise was me connecting my phone to the charger. But yeah, so we are reporting 62-mile-an-hour winds out there, so I know that's a good reading from a mesonet there. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of these warnings are getting dropped down to quarter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, so that's good. Cottonwood Falls, still warned at quarter and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, wind threats observed. 60-mile-an-hour winds for the one towards Peabody and Florence. Let's see here. Southwestern Kansas here. We're going to hop more to that line. So, yeah, SPC did say that these storms over here is more of a wind concern. Yeah, this line of storms here is more of a wind concern. We have it warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter hail. Earlier, we did report 75-mile-an-hour winds on it, though, so there's definitely been some strong winds with that storm. This does have an extension warning into northwestern Oklahoma here towards Buffalo, Freedom, let's see here, Roston, May, and Alva. Also Capron and Burlington. We have had reports out there. This is for 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-size hail. So that is that. Yeah, hopefully a lot of this activity will start to die down here eventually. We're about to lose 2 of our considerable severes up in Missouri. Those the big ones up in Missouri. We're about to lose those in about hold on, at 2:15. Oh, never mind, 2:15. So that's going to be 45 minutes. Never mind. I was thinking it was. Oh my goodness, my brain's all over the place. Let's see here. Dusty says, have it back a few years ago in North Arkansas. Much appreciated. I'm back in West Central Illinois since my mom died. I'm sorry to hear that. And that is that. Much love, brother. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could help you, my friend. Certainly glad I could help you. And like I said, we'll always be here to help. As long as I'm alive, I will always try to be live whenever I can. But like I said, you know, we're back up and rolling, y'all. We've had a bit of a time off previously because a lot of stuff going on in my life, but we are good and back on track. Let's see here. Okay, just checking for any new mesoscale discussions. We're clean. We don't have anything else. No new mesoscale discussions, nothing. So that's good. Let's see here. Brett says, what about Indiana? Indiana's not currently experiencing any concerns. We do have a slight risk for northern Indiana today. But right now, there's no severe warnings in Indiana. Actually, you know what? No, they did drop that with that latest outlook they updated. So here's the latest convective outlook. They did drop that slight risk in Indiana. We still have a marginal, so there's still an isolated potential for a couple severe thunderstorms out there. But honestly, yeah, not much of an issue. We still got that 5% tour. Still got 30 sig on both wind and hail. So that is that. So there is still a big shot for some hail and damaging winds going on there. Severe thunderstorm warning for Kansas. Yeah, just kind of a normal severe there. We do got some storms up in Illinois, though. North Central Illinois, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings in place. A lot of these guys are just for like 60-mile-an-hour winds. Those guys ain't too worried about it. Stay away from windows, and all should be good. Just stay away from windows, and shouldn't be much of an issue. Hopping back over here to North Central Missouri, though. These ones out there by like Rothville, Minden, Moberly. Let's see here, Salisbury. Some of those regions there, this is for 70-mile-an-hour winds and golf ball hail. So they are certainly, they are definitely certainly pretty big on that. I had to throw my glasses on because my eyesight, it's not liking those monitors too much. All right, we're going to hop back over here to Kansas. Let's see here. Okay, so we got ourselves... So we got a considerable severe... Oh, wait, never mind. That's... oh, yeah, they did downgrade that one. $50 hail. Cool. Let's see, Dusty says, you should always get a chuckle every time you say, and that is that. I always say that. I always catch myself saying it. It's just a natural part of my vocabulary at this point. That and there's another quote I always say, like I said. I always say that for some reason. I try to hold back. It's just like I literally just say it without even thinking. So it happens. You'll probably hear me say it a million times again before the stream ends here. Oh man. Okay, so they did discontinue some of that severe warning. Let's see, out there near Croft, Kansas, no longer in a severe. Same thing for Collison and Wellsford, no longer in that severe warning. Let's see here. It does. Let me hop over to that one radar we have up in northwestern Oklahoma here. Yeah, you can see that kind of noodle ahead of that storm there. That, my friends, that is what we call an outflow boundary. There is some cooler air that's coming up or coming down from the storm's downdraft. So thunderstorms happen whenever warm air rises into a cooler environment, and as it cools down, it condenses and the air becomes heavier and it starts to sink. So as this air is sinking back down, it hits the surface, spreads out in all directions, and boom, you get an outflow boundary in some cases. And since that air is cooler, you're going to notice a bit of a drop in temperature as well as a pickup in winds as the pressure does fluctuate. Pressure actually increases with that downdraft because air is pushing down on the ground rather than in an updraft lifting up. So if you're under the updraft, the pressure is lower because the air is being lifted up from you. And if you're in the downdraft, air is pushing harder on you, making that pressure go up a bit more. You don't notice any effect, though, usually with outflow boundaries regarding pressure, unless you're like super sensitive to pressure, which I know a lot of people who are. But yeah, it's usually not really noticeable unless it's like a big drop, which typically it's about 2 millibars. Let's see. Do I think Florida might break our record heat this year? The record was 109 in 1931. I mean, it's already June, and we're already talking upper 90s almost every day. Finally, we're having a little bit of a break in the temperatures, thankfully. But yeah, whenever it comes to it, though, I mean, we're already pretty hot. This is a storm near Chillicothe, Missouri. Look, tornadic. Is that part of the one over here? Let's see. I'm assuming that you're talking about these storms. I don't see that area you're looking at, though. Here, let me pull this up just to make sure we're on the same storm here. Oh, okay, for this guy. Yeah. So, oh, there it is. It was just hiding behind that polygon there, so it was a little hard to see. No, I don't see anything tornadic in it. How old would I suggest to be for storm chasing? So me personally, I don't support storm chasing because it's very dangerous. I mean, even professionals run into problems. For your safety, I wouldn't recommend it personally. I'm not going to be sitting there telling you, yeah, you should storm chase, which I'm not going to take responsibility for that. I mean, if you want to, that's you. But like I said, I personally don't recommend it to anybody. Have I storm chased before? Yes. That's just because I'm a freak of nature. But, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody personally. Will these storms make it to Kansas City? They could. They actually could. Yeah, we do have that threat that does go through Kansas City. Still got an enhanced for Kansas City, actually. You do see a couple little thunder showers popping up north of Kansas City right now. So there is a little bit of storm activity going on out here, just to the north of Kansas City. Models, let's see, we're going to hop on back over here. Weather models do pick up on maybe a bit of storm activity. So you can see over the next couple of hours, this is 11 p.m. We're not going to be live at this point. But as we work our way down in time here, you can see that, you know, Topeka, both Topeka, Kansas, and Kansas City will likely see an uptrend and likely see some more activity regarding that. You're welcome, Mike. No problem. No problem at all. All right, let's see here. Still got those golf ball warnings there. They did downgrade that one up in northeast Missouri for Perry. It's down to 60 mile an hour winds again. So that's good. We have a new warning north of Topeka for $50 hail, 60 mile an hour winds. That's a lot better than that 2.75 we had earlier. Quarter size, see, that one's penny size. Quarter size, 60 mile an hour winds, penny hail. Yeah, most of these are a lot better looking. Lots better looking. Let's see here. 60 mile an hour winds. Dusty says if you get where you can print some T-shirts with a saying, and that is that weather in your face. That's pretty funny. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I haven't updated my merch page in forever, but eventually I'm gonna need an update because just to show you how long I haven't updated my merch page. If you want to check out our merch, it's in the description. here's our merch page. Just to show you how long it's been, the sleeve says 2023 on it. That's about a half a year ago. I haven't updated my page in forever. I plan on changing it soon. We got some really cool hats, though, like tie-dye, different kind of looks to them. Also got normal ones, like dad hats. So if you want to check those out, it's in the description. You never really hear me talk about my merch page because, honestly, I keep on forgetting it exists sometimes. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it's in the description. Let's see here. But yeah, definitely. It looks like we are seeing a bit of a downtrend on these storms, which is good news. Speaking of, we just got a new warning for 70-mile-an-hour winds up in Illinois. It's going to hop you all over here real quickly. Let's see here. Okay, so got a new warning. So this is out there near Colfax, see Anchor and Cooksville. This is just shyly to the east of Bloomington, Illinois. This is in effect here for 70 mile-an-hour winds and quarter hail. 70 mile-an-hour winds and quarter hail. Has upper central Florida ever been a moderate? Yes, we've actually had a high risk, I believe, up in northern Florida before. But yeah, no, it's happened before. Let's see here. How close are we? We're getting closer to the edge of that enhanced risk there. Honestly, y'all, we're probably going to call off the coverage here, or we're going to probably head off here pretty soon. We've been live for about an hour and 45 minutes. Plus, we did an hour live stream earlier. Like I said, I think we covered some of the biggest stuff. You know, with that big hail we saw at the baseball. Personally, I don't think we're going to see hail that size again tonight. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Mother Nature's crazy. It's 2024 after all. So we'll see how that goes. But I think we're getting ready to head off here pretty soon, you guys. I think we're going to call it a stream. Tomorrow on the table, I do plan to go live for you guys for some coverage again. Tomorrow we actually got two areas we're watching. We're watching the Central Plains and the Northeast here too. A bit of a small, very, very small tornado threat up in northwestern Kansas tomorrow, southwest Nebraska, northeastern Colorado. Tornadoes, not much of an issue tomorrow. Damaging winds, though. We got ourselves a hatch risk for damaging winds, possibly 70-plus mile-an-hour winds again today, or sorry, again tomorrow, up there in these regions here. Should be between 60 and 70 mile-an-hour winds out there in the northeast. No significant hail, actually. So hail should be normal, between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. But yeah, so the big problem tomorrow is going to be damaging winds out there in the plains. So we'll plan on doing some coverage on that tomorrow. Didn't know I have a gaming channel. I do have a gaming channel. Yeah, it's if you guys want to follow it, it's in the chat there where it says gaming channel. I don't really post to it that much. I haven't been able to lately because of personal things going on in my life. Also, the weather's been like crazy active. So it's like I haven't had time to do any live streams or upload on that channel anytime soon, but it's been a while. It's absolutely been a while. But anyways, my friends, well, I think that's going to go ahead and probably wrap it up here. We're going to wrap it up at this 1 hour, 45-minute mark. If you guys did enjoy it, consider leaving a like. Let me go ahead and go over our donators for a big thank you to the people who have donated. Let's see here. Let's go and hop over to our thing here. Just to give a big thank you to our supporters, to our donators here for today. We had a couple donations coming through. So big thank you goes to Mark for the donation. Also Crystal, Jason, and S_WX. Thank you guys so much for your support. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Have you ever thought of working for the National Weather Service? As a kid, I did, but it's a very high... very high competition to get into the weather service. It's not as easy as just getting a meteorology degree and then going to the weather service. It's not that easy. Matter of fact, most meteorologists actually end up they want to go to the weather service. Most meteorologists do, but they can't get it. They can't score a job, so they usually go to TV stations at that point. I don't want to put in the risk of doing that and not being able to guarantee me getting a job at the Weather Service. So that's why I like doing YouTube. First of all, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber ever since I was a kid. Plus, I've always loved the weather ever since I was a kid. And those two together is just perfect. And as long as, you know, I can do this, I will. And like I said, I'm never planning on going anywhere. Like I said, until the day I can no longer get out of bed, I will be here for it. And even then, I'll probably just stream on my laptop when I'm old and bedbound. Anyways, all right, y'all. I can't even English. We're gonna head off here for now. Once again, I appreciate y'all for joining us. Like I said, it's gonna give a little bit of coverage here. We did about an hour and 45 minutes here, plus that hour live stream earlier. Like I said, I got some things I gotta do. Plus, like I said, I think a lot of that hail concern is kind of dying down a bit. Thankfully, I don't think we're gonna get up to 2.75 inch hail again there. So. That's good. What's up, Legacy? Bye, Legacy. Thanks for joining, you guys. Once again, thank you all for joining. Once again, a big thank you goes to Mark, Crystal, Jason, and S_WX for the donations today. You guys are awesome. Appreciate your support. You guys help keep me rolling, help keep everything possible. So thank you all for the support. And alrighty, you guys. Once again, thank you all for joining. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Catch y'all later on. See you later, guys.